Have to find out once we get to that point. Indeed, as obviously still a whole lot happening here, and we're not done. Coming into these games is only going to get even more insane as BBE is getting caught. FA all over the place here, trying to see if they can scramble that out as much as possible, as the Bane's Breath getting absolutely surged throughout this, as they're using this to their advantage here. Let's see if FA does end up getting caught by a Bane's. It looks like they will be able to successfully get out of the terrain. It looks like they will be able to pick up their teammate, though. What a great call. Be able to get their teammate up here throughout all of this. Obviously, a nice little bit of fine happening here as TX and the rest of their team, Fang Eggs, trying to see if they can catch him. It looks like Nai-G ends up getting caught in between both a tornado and a bunch of blades on each side here. As it looks like he's going to be able to back this off here with the repeating crossbow. It does end up getting slowed here, which is not going to be helpful for him, but obviously it's not going to be too long for him to back out of this, as Team 28 is going to come through and cause some issues as the Monk decides to pop out, grabs the Tiger by his back, gets hit on all sides, but it looks like PX actually ends up snatching the elimination away from 28.
That is rough. Something that I actually have noticed is we're starting to see quite a lot of the Justina comps. Now, we saw, I can't remember their name now. One of the teams over in MBPL actually pulled this Justina carry comp out. And it's interesting to see, but that actually has a place and has risen in priority here in the Southeast Asian teams. They are picking this one up, and I mean, we've seen some pretty sick Justina plays coming out. Speaking of people who've been playing well, Infinity just farming more kills. They even get themselves a counter off here, get a whole bunch of follow up. Toby does blink away the safety, but I don't think they're going to be able to live for long, as all it's going to take is one of those Zephyrs. It's not even necessary. Infinity just picking up even more kills is gone, keeping the pressure up as he's able to secure himself a kill. Is getting jumped onto by 28. Does pop the ultimate though, just to get himself a little, Zeph, just to get himself a little bit of safety. Is gonna heal himself back up before jumping into the fray. Has that ultimate burning, and Edward is getting chained down. Gon eats a whole bunch of damage. F comes out from Gon just to buy him a bit more safety. The rest of his team are coming in. Gon's buying some space as he is just going the long way away. Su has been left on his lonesome though, and it does feel like 28 playing as a unit should be able to finish up Su here. Maybe there's a room for Infinity to turn this fight around, as we are going to see Hypos lose their transformation fairly soon. Su in danger. Infinity want to try and find the turnaround, want to find the pickup, but it looks like they may just have to be using those revives. Down goes Gon. Only one player left standing.
Absolutely tough to be able to see the nice little bits of Surgeons trying to see if he can hold on for as long as possible, but it's not going to be enough here. Ooh, is that a camera inside of the cave? Hold on, what was that? It looked like a placement camera cave. That was actually kind of cool, the way that we was actually seeing that. Could have just been the placement of where it was specifically, but it could have been from other places as well. As it looks like he will be able to find the bell, at least knowing where the other players are here, as it looks like, I mean, look at Slows. Slows is not being slow currently in this game. It looks like he ends up catching one by himself. Akane caught in a bad situation, ends up getting caught with the 1v3, forces the ulti out, and here comes the massive one, as it looks like the multi also is going to be able to get called out too here. That's the beautiful thing about this game, though, knowing that strategy and being able to back out in many different situations here, realizes the amount of time that they have, tries to catch one out, and then just like that forces the rest of the team to come back and force that fight. That's what they want to do. They want to force these fights.
Absolutely. 5-2-1 though. Honestly, having a pretty rough go of it. Akame not really going to do too much here. Pampy is going for that transform. Slows basically wasted his transform though, as Akame is going to go down. They're keeping the damage up, and Akame is going to get revived here by the tether. Maybe there can be a turnaround. Pampy also wasting a fair amount of his ultimate, eating quite a lot of arrow shots coming in. The vertical strike as well. Snack dodging away. Really nice stuff actually from BB. They're playing this fight very slow. They know that Fat Milk still has a bit of time before he's in danger, as Pampy unable to find the grab. Now though, with a man advantage, this could be dangerous as Slows gets himself caught out in the spear charge. Going very, very low. Slows needs to find an opportunity to get away from this one, but I don't think he's going to be able to do so. Dashing towards safety, unable to do it, unable to survive as BBE go down. 5-2-1. Beautiful little turnaround from these guys. Cutting over to RV, got themselves in a fight here versus RD. That's going to be confusing, as I'm going to see Kirdu Spot. Sounds like a Swedish name there. It's going to get himself taken out as Timax. That's an amazing name. It's got himself out of Sandstorm. Timex? Bro, that's such a good name.
I love how stoked you are about the name.
Think about it. Let it cook.
With all that too, you still have to be patient in terms of what's happening here. And obviously, there's only going to be more and more of it happening. As Shaka. Try to see if maybe he gets a free grab potentially here. Don't necessarily know if it's going to be that visible, but we'll see what happens. Trying to see if he can grab it onto Shinyu, but it's not going to be enough as the 1v2 starts to happen to 1v3. MVP, Shaka just trying to back off here as hard as possible, trying to see if maybe he can get out of here, but he ends up getting juggled, and it's not going to be enough as he ends up... Once you catch him in the air like that, it's pretty much a wrap. That's pretty much exactly what happened.
I'm going to see SE here get himself in a little bit of a scrap here versus FA. Using that ACOS' Tiger just to really rip through those health bars, but is also getting Tigered himself by Loves, and almost down he goes. Not quite. Is able to heal actually up off that Soul Bloom. Problem is, he doesn't have any problems, I say. He doesn't have problems. He's fine. They get the heal. They're fine. They win that fight. I don't know what I'm talking about. VNGC. Interesting to see these guys because it's been a quiet one again for them. They seem to have very slow starts to their games. And they are near Mr. Smooth and the rest of Mistress for short. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see some action break out from these guys. There is a Realm of Yang spawning up in the area. So VNGC, a lot of the kills they got in that last game were from them going to Realm of Yang, and then from the Realm of Yang using the Vermilion First Might as a safety net to take fights and secure as many kills as possible. So I'm going to have the expectation that these guys are very much going to want to get into that Realm of Yang. Roy He's in, Simpson's in, and Bin's in. He loses a little bit of HP, but they will be able to heal up. It only really cost Roy He's F, which is back off cooldown. Perfect timing, because this Realm of Yang's about to kick off. The circle opens up as Roy He opens with a cannon. Transformation has come out immediately. They want to play the waiting game here. They want to wait this one out. Sandstorm will buy a bit of space. Edward going to basically be blocked out somewhat by that. But Roy He just looking to farm some cannon shots off on to these members. That transformation's halfway used here for Edward, and he hasn't been able to find himself a grab. Trying to find it, unable to connect as Hypnos getting opened up onto Roy He just gets a little bit of damage off onto him as Edward about to lose that transform, loses a fair amount of HP, but does have that tether from his Karumi to keep the pressure up as now VNGC feel comfortable to step up and go for the fight. Roy He pops that F, has that ultimate up and available, waiting for the opportunity to throw that down. Here we go. Healing actually atop the pillar for the moment as he's waiting for the rest of his team. Hypnos actually losing a fair amount of HP. Edwards getting opened up onto. The chains are being used. And PMG losing a lot of HP here. Roy He using the chains. Look at that damage there. Just lined up. Getting absolutely ripped to shreds. Simpson as well. Just buying space for Roy He. Edward is able to turn onto him, but the F comes out here from Roy He to reposition and replay this fight. Look at the damage from the chains. Roy He with a triple. Absolutely huge stuff coming in.
And you said that they were cursed in our game number 1. Now look at them being absolute bullies and causing problems for this team here, which in reality, they had no chance against VHGC the way they've been playing. And obviously, Roy He has absolutely been locked in from the very start. And obviously, you could tell because, man, they have done such an amazing job. And just like that, they're not only back in the game, they're back in their mindset. They are absolutely killing it. And they are just making it so much harder for everyone else to try to see if maybe they can get even as close as they are to them currently in this game. Let's hope that maybe we can see a little bit more of that action happening within this one as INF is going to start to close this in here. 11 eliminations for SE. SE has been absolutely popping off currently in these games. We might be focusing on 5-2-1, VNGC with those 4 eliminations. Obviously, FA with 7 eliminations, but SE overall has been nonstop with the early picks, the early eliminations. I would love to actually see an SE early game. Now watch when we finally get a chance to see SE in the very early games. They get eliminated like super quickly, but they have been getting these eliminations so fast. They get to double digits before we really see any of the other stuff happens. Meanwhile, Gon stuck inside of this corner. Massive hits though onto it. Looks like a Yonahime ulti comes through at a good time as well here. Terracotta Warrior comes through and is able to patch through as Su. Gonna try to see if maybe he can juggle back here, causing an issue. Gets absolutely caught inside of another one with someone else too, as Mr. Smooth ends up catching elimination onto Shi Yoon. Meanwhile, Mr. Smooth and the rest of Mistress for short. Trying to see if they can push forward towards another team here. There could be an opportunity, though. They are going to be able to play the numbers here. Trying to see if they can play that aggressiveness as much as possible. The question is, can they catch one? It looks like they will, as Su ends up getting caught out and finished. Meanwhile, Peach Lee by himself decides to back off this. I don't think they know. They might have seen him potentially.
I think Gon expected an F1 to come out from that Yota. Because you saw the F come down, he walks up and then gets immediately the recast and knocked up. He was not ready for that F1 on that Yotahime here. As Simpson maybe looking to see if he can get some damage off on to PMUG here. As Simpson, I say looks to, is able to. That healing is not going to do enough. 28 Hypnos though does join in. Edward as well coming in as well. Simpson losing a fair amount of HP. They're trying to keep the pressure up, repositioning around to the edge of the window as in jumps the Yuashen. We do see Rui Hihi actually go down to Edward here. Edward doing a lot of work as 28 keeping the pressure up onto the VNGC guys. Getting them nice and low, but is able to hold for the moment. They are Ivan. Starting to feel her pressure a little bit. Turns it around, gets her back pin to the wall. The bell comes down for a bit of space, and now it's all on Simpson to 1 versus 3. The question is, can he do it? I don't think he's going to be able to. Is able to blink away, as actually Rui Hihi has joined back into the fray. Remember, VNGC, they're rocking that Vermilion's Bird's Might, so they just come back stronger than ever, turning the fight around. And 28, they bit off more than they can chew. Edward on the run.
On the run here with extra opportunity, though, for some others, as Tatsu going to try to see if he can hit some ricochets with that cannon. Trying to see if he can connect anything, as it looks like a Kaimo. Going to try to see if maybe he can get anything from his ulti, as Kodu is also going to be able to pop theirs as well at the same time. Trying to cause some issues for many of these players and many of these people here. Tatsu able to hold on for as long as possible here, as they are going to be able to come through with the rotation. Looks like they're going to try to see if they can retreat this as hard as possible. Kaimo ends up getting caught here as Estace Dao. Looks like he's going to be able to catch him in a hard way. Ming trying to catch him, but he ends up getting caught in the cycle. Ends up getting easy eliminations for all of these players here as AS just trying to hold on for as long as possible. Tatsu trying to do what he can, and obviously Perry gets the finish, gets the elimination, and or AS is out. SE just positively putting in so many eliminations. 16 eliminations for this team. They're going to drop a 20 bomb before we get to the halfway mark.
Let's go, baby. That's what I want to see. Pampy now running down onto BBE slows. He's in danger. He's down. Nice little finish up there from 5-2-1. And they've got 10 kills on the board as well. So I think they've been spooked by these first 2 games. They have made a phenomenal recovery after both BBE and Infinity did win those first 2 games. Remember, 5-2-1 started at the top of the table today. So really on them to hold that top spot. And with the game going this well, so they are trying to bounce back as a Wolfview have been found. Pampy gets caught by the grapple. They immediately open up onto him. He pops the bell, but in comes High, and a fight inside the zone ensues. Pampy pretty healthy still at this point as Wolfview, Hong, low HP. He just wants to get into that zone and look for an opportunity to heal. Wolfview not doing too particularly great in this fight here, and it actually looks like 5-2-1 just have the power advantage. The transformations coming out from Pam, and it feels like they're going to just look to turn this one around. Already Hong goes down. There's the grab. High, you are going nowhere other than to game number 4.
There's the grab. There's the finish. Oh, there's the parry coming through too. His choice ends up getting shut down as well, as 5-2-1 finally is able to catch up as well here. Looks like that's also going to be their 13th elimination, but back into the realm of Yang. Roy Hehe, can they do it again? Can they do the 2-peat? It looks like they might be able to, as they capture the first elimination onto this enemy team. And obviously Roy Hehe getting the double. Question is, can he absolutely capture the finish and get the triple? Unbelievable! As it looks like Simpson is going to catch that 3rd. VNGC are playing for their life currently. And it's only game number 3. It's only game 3.
That was beautiful as well. Coming in with the, I can't remember the name of that soldier, but you get the dash on the katana. He's got a legendary katana as well. Rui Hihi is set up for success. He's on Zai, you know, one of the heroes to, at least in this region, the players seem to kind of rate as one of the top heroes. Very S tier, at least here at the ASC. And then gets himself the katana, gets perfect soul jades for it. VNGC are set up. They got 10 kills under their belt. They do have to worry about the likes of SE, who have 16 kills, and 521, who have 13 kills. So even so, it's a good game for VNGC. It doesn't guarantee them this game is completely theirs in the bag. They have a lot of work to do if they want to secure first place in this game.
Gonna have to do a lot of that as well into this one, and let's see what they can do here. Obviously, more of it can be a little bit easier for them, but obviously, Prado just trying to hold on for as long as possible. The question is are they going to be able to, though? He's dangerously low. It doesn't look like it as the take his damage. It's just going to hit him more and more. Ayaya has more of the advantage here as G is going to get a free elimination off of that. And BSC, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander is going to get the finish, or is going to be eliminated from this game. Kind of a crazy finish here.
Rui Hihi is looking to see if he can get a potential pick and try and pull in that score line, because he has some ways to go. They've got that Mystic Might, so they're feeling comfortable to take this fight, and especially when the health bars are running that low. Sandstorm comes out. If Rui Hihi can line up that katana charge, this is going to absolutely shred this fight wide open. Here he goes, dashing forwards with it. Does get a bit of damage down onto Tiandun. Gets a bit of damage down onto him for the moment, but it looks like this fight's starting to get pretty messy. Multiple people joining in on multiple fronts here. Tiandun needs to be careful. Rui Hihi caught by the Zephyr, but is able to avoid away for this second. Dash comes down. There goes Vico. Simpson's able to finish that kill up. Rui Hihi gets another charge click off. Ayaya is going uppercut and down. Ivan dunks the kill, and there's the counter. There's the follow-up. GE are out, and that is another 3 kills over to VNGC. And with that, they jumped overall in the scoreboard into second place.
Can we talk about how SE has 18 points?
Oh, my word.
18 points so far, 52.5. This is going to be a massive game for them regardless. And they're going to have to do, a lot of these players are going to have to do a lot of work if they're really going to see themselves end up taking over SE for this game. This is going to be huge for them. And if they end up getting this dub, this is going to be huge for them now. Dao is playing out of his mind here as he's juggling, trying to capture as many opportunities as it looks like it's not going to be easy for them, though, as he ends up getting burned on both sides. 2 players from SE is eliminated just like that. And the game has turned.
Redan gonna dash away to safety, using that Justina mobility as 5-2-1 chasing down Redan. It looks like they should be able to get away, but do you remember what I was saying earlier? When you hit that 7-minute mark, if you've got 25 players, that's a pretty quick game. With not even at 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 30 seconds, 16 players left. This is an unbelievably fast game.
That's what you said too about how much you love seeing these players like really dash in as hard as possible.
This is what I want, man. This is what I want. I want these high tempo, high explosive games. It's exactly what I'm after. And Infinity, they're looking to take another 3 off the board. They are chasing onto FA. FA, I don't think they're going to be able to get away from this. The health bars are too low. They haven't got the resources to try to heal, but the grapple locks are coming in. Gon's coming in with the chase. The ult burning down. And Mines just jumps into the combo. They need to break away. Gon able to dash out of safety away from the stun. As Infinity keeping the pressure up, but 5-2-1 also joining in onto this fight. This fight is not done. Mines goes down. Gon's able to secure the kill. If 5-2-1 fall here, Infinity may find their opening. Akaima gets countered. Kicks back. Crampy's keeping the pressure onto Gon, though. Gon, no ultimate. No ability to get away. Does actually have the ult ticking for just a little bit longer, but no F to get that invulnerability. He's trying to avoid. He's trying to dodge. He's trying to dive away from 5-2-1, but the repeating crossbow is keeping the pressure onto him. Grapples away to safety, but he can't press F in time. Akami with the pistol secures the kill. 13 players left with 9 minutes on the clock. FA are able to come back around and get a revive, bringing that number to 14.
Absolutely insane finish, though, to get this going here. You love to see it, though, with many different areas. Obviously, gonna be able to shut this down, though. looks like they're going to be able to do much more than that. Obviously, Pampy and the rest of his team ends up getting caught here. He's got to be very, very careful. And it looks like we'll be able to get what they need to here. I mean, obviously, these teams have been playing miraculously. FA only needs one more elimination, and just like that, they're also back in the roster as well. They're also back into getting more hype towards this as well. They get those double digits, and now they're also in the 10s as well. 10 coming in from INF, 10 coming in from FA, that's if they can hit it. 18 from SE, even though they only have a solo player alive. 14 from 521, VNGC with 13. I mean, these games have been incredible.
I mean, if they do that, then 5 of the top 6 teams are all in double digits on kills. That is crazy. SE getting themselves frozen up here, trying to find the lockdown, but not going to be able to survive. Is able to just dash away briefly, but I think Rithan may just be going down to 521. 521, they're done messing around. They need to keep onto this top spot. They need to hold their spot at the top, and they've seen the quality of the players in these games. Rithan, though, desperately trying not to get caught. Always on that run. Doesn't have the ultimate available for the dash, though, and down they go. SE are out. Pampy secures the kill. VNGC, though, they find these members of FA on that bottom floor, and Simpson's going to try and get some damage off. Look at the work from Roy Hehe on that katana. Absolutely ripping Love's health bar apart. He's caught out. They're going to jump out with a Wushen. That fight was too close. FA, another close call. Somehow, they limp away.
An absolute finish coming through here as FA able to keep the game alive. Sadly, does not claim an elimination towards this, but Roy Hehe looks like he wanted it. He wanted to push that. Still looks like he's going to.
Got his team with him. Does look like they spotted out FA. They know exactly where they are.
A little behind. Gonna need to catch up there.
He's just buying time, keeping them in place. MVP and knocked out. This could be a fast game, Darby. There's only 12 players left. And VNGC are trying to remove 3 from that lobby immediately. Roy Hehe actually loses quite a lot of damage to that bow. Does pop the ultimate. Mine's looking for the lockdown onto Ibin. FA loves keeping the pressure in. Now they're going to jump forward. Roy Hehe with the chains, with the ultimate on. Mine's low HP. We see Ibin fall down, and VNGC suddenly start to crumble a little bit here. Now FA have put themselves up to that 10 kill mark. They might try and stretch into the 11. Roy Hehe does have the ultimate, is able to finish up 1. Now Simpson getting himself cooked a little bit. Roy Hehe low HP as well. Can VNGC hold? Can they save their teammate who is down? In comes 521 with a third party onto Roy Hehe. Akami chasing him. The F's burning. Roy Hehe can't be hurt, but it's not going to go for long. He's in some serious danger. The grapples, there's no space for him to run. There's no safety net, and Akami should be able to finish this one up. Down he goes. VNGC lose 2 players.
Absolutely insane. Coming through with that one, gets the shutdown the way that they need to here.
So let's take a look at who we got. We've got 3 members of FA, no members of VNGC, they've been knocked out. 3 members of 521, and 2 members of RV.
521 is probably going to win this. 19 eliminations on the board. They end up getting that top 4. If they end up getting anything higher than this, obviously, it's going to be pretty unanimous, but it's going to be close. I think SC is still going to end up in this top 5.
Oh, I didn't see SC's kills. I'm pretty sure it's mathematically impossible for 521 not to take the MVP and take first in this lobby.
Right.
I think even if they get knocked out now, just because of placement points and the fact they've got that 1 extra kill over SE, and there's not enough kills for Infinity or FA to overtake them. Unless somehow, maybe they get 16 kills. I don't think it's possible. I think it's mathematically impossible. Pampy as well. This is the great thing about this point in the game. Because there's so little teams, Mora's Blessings just don't get contested. Because you wouldn't be able to take that Mora's Blessing in a regular game at 4 minutes left, because there'd just be too many players. There'd be like 16 players still left in the lobby, everyone running around. But this is just like too close of a game. Love's desperately trying to run away from that heat-seeking wisp, is able to dodge away from it, and actually looks to get himself to heal in somehow. Able to pull that one off as RV Just getting himself to the top of the tree away. You do see one of the Infinity boys. I didn't notice there was a member of Infinity left in this lobby. Avoiding all of the action as Loves going low on HP. FA are out of the lobby. That's another one, and it's the 20 bomb for 5-2-1. They are set up so successfully in this game. It has been just a carnage game as the final member of RV as well is going to get cooked, is going to get finished up here by 5-2-1. Pistol coming in, able to actually avoid away for now, as they do use that Zion vulnerability to buy space, but down they go. That is the end of them. RV, they actually still have a single player left in this lobby. But 5-2-1 should be able to close this game out nice and simple. As Infinity jumping down in onto them. Their only real play is hope the Sandstorm is able to control the final small section of the zone. And the zone tick does enough damage here. That is the one win condition here for Lob on this Tammy. And he is just trying to buy the next 3 minutes worth of time. But that is going to be such a hard ask with 5-2-1 hunting everybody down. And with the numbers advantage they have over everybody left in the lobby, this game is going to be so hard. As Timax, I think we've hit the climax of his time in this game, as he is going to get slowly but surely whittled down, playing around the edge of the zone with that Sandstorm being used maybe a little bit too early. It's going to be a problem.
Might be no problem here. Meanwhile, Timax is trying to hold on for as long as humanly possible here. This could be huge. This could be huge for him if he keeps this game just for a little bit. INF just trying to hold on a little while longer here, trying to get some damage though onto 5-2-1. Obviously, it's not going to be easy for him, as he is going to be able to do that, but he looks like he's going to let the rest of the outside circle to get the finish. But 5-2-1 is going to be the MVP